Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back again. This Big Dog Sports. This your boy BD, and in this video, I would like to talk about the potential super fight between Carissa Shields and Layla Ali. Now, before we get into the dynamics of the fight, we need to share the tale of the tape, right? So, both these women, the two most iconic female boxers ever, right? Next year, they're thinking about having a fight. So let's get to it. We need to get into the physical attributes of both of these women. Now, Carissa Shields is the reigning, undisputed two-division champion. She's 30 years old, and mind you, she just fought Saturday and won that fight. She's 17-0, 3 knockouts. She's 5'8", with a 68-inch reach. And like the article says, she is the heavyweight, light middleweight, super middleweight. She's won divisions in all 4 of these classes. But right now, she's just the reigning heavyweight and light heavyweight, undisputed champion of the world. And in most people's opinion, she is the GOAT, as she would say herself, the greatest woman of all time. And her potential opponent is another GOAT, Layla Ali. She's 47 years old, 5'10". We don't really know what her reach is because it's been 17 years since Layla Ali's last fight. But she is also undefeated. She is 24-0 with 21 knockouts. But she primarily competed as a light heavyweight and a super middleweight. She's never really competed as a heavyweight. So if they were to fight, they would probably have to fight at light heavyweight. Now, that's the numbers, right? Now, let's get into the weeds. Would this be good for women's boxing? Absolutely, it would be great for women's boxing. This would be the first real super fight women's boxing has ever had, ever, right? So this would be great for women's boxing. But as a fight, this is not a fight I particularly would want to see because I think Layla Ali would get her ass whooped. Like, it's different for men. Men can usually, and not all men, but some men have had the ability to compete at a high level past their 40s, right? This is not typically common in a woman. And I don't want to sound like a sexist or anything. I'm not being sexist. I'm just generally speaking. I haven't seen that in pretty much any major sport. A woman competing past 40 and being still effective and competing at a high level. You just don't see that often in women's sports. You just don't, right? But in terms of global appeal, yeah, this is going to attract a lot of viewers. That both ladies would make a lot of money, and the American public would pay to see this fight. I really believe that the American public would pay to see this fight. And this would be great, outstanding business for women's boxing. This is a super fight. But in my opinion, it's just a waste of time because, Layla Ali would really get her ass handed to her. I just don't see her like competing with Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields is in her prime right now. Layla Ali is almost 50. So if Layla Ali could get through 3-4 rounds, that would be great. But I don't really see her getting past 4 rounds with Carissa Shields, honestly. But you could tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, I think this would be great for women's boxing, a Layla Ali Carissa Shields fight sometime next year. Carissa Shields put up $15 million for this fight, right? Which is an exorbitant amount of money for a women's fight. $15 million, that's a lot. That's prices, $15 million. But if they more power to the ladies, man. But opinion, I think the fight itself would be crap. I don't think it would be a good fight. But could it be great for the sport? Absolutely. It would be wonderful for the sport. But as the fight itself, I don't think the fight would be any good at all. I think Layla Ali is just too old at this point to compete with Carissa Shields one on one. Now, they'd had this fight 10 years ago. Carissa Shields would have been 20 and Layla Ali would have been 37. I think that would have been a better fight than the fight we might get next year between these two ladies. Now, do I want to see the fight happen? Yes, I want to see it happen just for the good of the sport because I'm all for women athletics. But in terms of the quality, is it going to be a good fight? In my opinion, from watching boxing, I don't think this would be a good fight at all. Like I said, and I'm keep saying, I think Layla Ali was going to get her ass handed to her if you put both these ladies in the ring next year. Because next year, Layla Ali is going to be 48. She turns 48 in December. So this fight wouldn't happen till 2026 sometime. So she'll be 48 and Carissa Shields will be 30 or 31, depending on when her birthday is. I don't know when her birthday is. But let's just say for the sake of the argument, Layla Ali's 48 and Carissa Shields is 41. I think it's just the gap in the age is just too great for Layla Ali to overcome. But is the fight a super fight? In terms of the sport, would it put the sport on the map? Yes, it would definitely put the sport on female boxing on the map. Women's boxing, this fight would do that for them. Now, again, I just have an issue with the quality of the fight. I don't think Layla Ali should be fighting at damn near 50. I don't agree with that, but hey, if that's what floats her boat and if that's what could propel her sport to get more notoriety than it already has, then so be it. Let them have at it. Let's see it. I'm always willing to see a fight. You know what I mean? But I just don't think it's going to be a good fight. But we will see. Let me know in the comments what you think. This your boy BD, this Big Dog Sports. And thank you for watching the video. Leave your comments below and I'll holler at you guys later.